Alrighty, I'm about to be starting like a double project here. Probably not going to be going through the effort over the next month or month and a half to actually like film each individual process, but we'll get the beginning and end result here. I'm just kind of recording ahead of time. Anyway, gonna take a pick through our bins here and fill us up these two. And then this guy, I'm gonna do another thing of Mermaid money with, so more sea glass. Anyways, let's cut ahead to a full sea glass here for a sec. I mean, I guess I'll show a few parts of this just because it's still fun. As you can see, I've obviously loaded this here Nat-Geo up with some glass. Still got us some seawater left over. Plenty of glass. Always feels so strange picking through this stuff. I wear a glove when I do it, but it's... Ugh. But gotta put some 60-90 in here, as well as a little bit of this here pay dirt coarse, whatever the heck this is. So actually, let's first take a good like this stuff is. All right. Can't hurt it. Might help with some of the pitting. Anyway. Get that guy out of here. We want some 60-90. Oh, goodness. Yeehaw. Probably want to put the water in first. I always forget. And again, this is seawater I collected from Coquina Beach. Although at this point it's a couple months old. Maybe not getting direct sunlight, but I don't know. It shouldn't really affect anything though. Still smells like seawater to me. Relatively clean looking though. But yeah, thereabouts should be about right. Now we can put the 60-90 in. And we'll do like 2.5 of these. And 2.25. There you go. Oh, the grid is always so shiny. Anyway. I'm gonna close that up and get that moving, and then we'll move on to picking out some rocks. Alrighty, so we're gonna let those go for about 9 days before I check them again, and they should be rounded by then, and I can move them on to a combination 2 and 3 stage to kind of pit them up. Either way, that's the sea glass. Now, we got rocks to pick through. Lots. Frankly, I've got a lot more than just this also to pick through, but I mean, this is, we're picking from these, okay? So much nice stuff, you know. I could just start naming things off, but frankly, it's just, you know, without pointing everything out, it's like, why bother? Just look at all that nice stuff, though. And of course, a bunch of pebbles. So, yeah, I reckon I'm just gonna cut ahead here to after I've picked out me rocks, and I might point a thing or two out. Alrighty, I've got 2 barrels nice and full. I'm gonna take these one at a time, give them a quick dump and show you some contents, point a few things, and do my best to repackage it as nice as it is now, and we'll get those running with some 60/90 for stage 1. So we're gonna start off with a little blue batch over here. Blue, green. Okay, so the contents of that barrel dumped out. As you can see, we've got many pebbles. I'm gonna have to actually make another batch after I'm done with the sea glass. A few pieces of obsidian just to see what the hell happens to them. I'm not expecting them to survive. There's actually a lot of up in the air stuff in here. Now, nice little piece of chevron amethyst. Maybe it survives. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Feels quartzy to me. And then that's like some kind of mica something, and it's probably not going to survive, but we'll see. Now, continuing the trend of we've got a piece of I think in the last batch I tried to call something like this Amazonite. That's actually a piece of calcite. I think Caribbean calcite, actually. Here. Yeah, I don't know. Either way. Another piece of calcite, a nice blue one. We'll see if it survives. And then even more risky, a nice big piece of blue apatite that is probably not going to survive, but we'll see. We'll see what happens to it. And then I guess the last batch of but it'll actually probably be fine, are these here colored assortments of, I think is quartz or quartzite. I think quartzite. Either way, I always see this sold as blue quartz, but I never see any actual name for these things like it. I'm pretty sure it's quartzite. Now, obviously, again, here's a blue or blue veined variety, a more green variety, which I hope that these survive and look nice. And then here's like a blackish, almost purple. So I don't know. Those hopefully turn out nice. And then going on to the few things in here that I know will probably turn out just fine. Like 4 pieces of Amazonite in here, and they'll be a little iffy when they're done, but they'll be done and they'll look nice. They'll just feel a little funky in the hand. That's just, you know, without a cab machine, that's what you get. And then I got a couple pieces of sodalite, or, well, I suppose sodalite. It's not lapis. And then these are a bit big, and hopefully they turn out fine. So, that's them. I'm gonna reassemble this here barrel, and we'll move on to the next one real quick. Right on, and then moving on to, well, mostly just very stable stuff, actually. And the contents of that barrel. As you can see again, pebbles, rocks. Now, we do got a nice little piece of Kimbaba here. It's not huge, but it should survive and it'll look nice when it's done. Some more fancy jaspers. One piece in particular that's just very nice. Looking forward to that. Some kind of quartz with irony stuff. Due to how rough and textured and whatnot it is, I'm not entirely sure what to expect, but we'll see. A couple pieces of chrysocolla just to see if they survive. They should be fine, I think. You know, polychrome, piece of golden healer, I think. I'm not really sure what this is. I'm still not sure what you call this stuff, but some more of that because I really like it. And I don't know what the hell this thing is, or if it'll survive, but we'll find out. Nice big piece of like a desert jasper, I think. I'm gonna break that down. I've had this for a while and finally looking forward to seeing it get broke down. And then a couple of really nice red jaspers that will turn out beautifully. Well, that one in particular is gonna be freaking amazing. Or I guess that's not really a red, but you know, again, all these and pebbles. So we'll reassemble this barrel, and I'll throw some 60-90 in them and get them running. And okay. Couple scoops of 60-90 for each of these guys. I'm gonna close these guys up and get them running. Alrighty, we got ourselves some dry lights and some watery wonders. Now, I'm gonna leave the dry delight going probably just for 2 weeks straight, and I'm just gonna forget about it and then come back to them in 2 weeks. Whereas these guys, I'm gonna check in like 7 days. So we'll hang tight. But yeah, those guys, there's definitely a lot more in there that's gonna be a little more temperamental. Anyways. First time we get the brand new replacement. Already alright. See how it goes. Check on back later.